It wasn't that way until 2004, and these rule changes are really taking us back to 2004. And so I see older CPAs. It's the classic paper and pencil versus computerized argument. Paper and pencil CPAs. Back in my day, we can only take it twice a year in May and November, and you had to condition. Otherwise, you had to take all four again. You had to get at least a 50% in all of them. And you kids these days have it so easy, et cetera, et cetera. And it's just simply not true. It's really what it is. It's older CPAs are just too busy doing important things like being parents, grandparents, running CPA firms to really sit down and understand what today's CPA exam is actually. It turns out the historic pass rates are about the same, but I would contend that sorry, that was my someone texted me. I would contend that today's CPA exam, like the actual exam, is harder than it was back in the day, and probably make some people faint. Today's exam is harder. You have to know more material. There's no objective argument against that. Now, you can make a case that today's exam day experience is less stressful than it was back in the day when you had to sit in a big hotel banquet hall or whatever with your two pencils and your calculator or whatever, and you can only take it twice a year. Yeah, you can make the case that today's exam is more convenient with continuous testing and all that. But today's actual exam with multiple choice questions and the task-based simulations, today's actual CPA exam is more difficult than it was back in the day. Today you have to know a little about a lot more material. And in some cases, you have to know a lot about certain pieces of material. And so when I see people on X or LinkedIn opining that you kids these days have it so easy and we need more education, not less. That's really an argument that's born out of ignorance.